Well, I went out to the mailbox today and got a surprise. Wasn't expecting it, but it showed up. So we'll take a look at what's in this box next. Stick around. Welcome back, Force fans. Well, today I went out to my mailbox and there was this big package, well, hand-sized package at least, in my mailbox that I wasn't expecting. I knew I had another Kyber coming in from Crafted Cores, but I didn't think it was going to be a box this big. So, not quite sure what we got in here. So we're going to open this up. We're going to take a look and see what it is. So let's go ahead and get out the trusty razor knife and we'll open this thing up. All right. Well, I know that I was waiting on the Halcyon Kyber to show up. But this is way too big to be just the Halcyon Kyber. So I'm interested to see what Chandler has sent my way. So let's get you on a larger screen. We'll get this thing opened up and see exactly what we got here. Well, I wasn't wrong about the Halcyons. It looks like he actually sent me 2 Halcyons. And I know we had talked about it a little bit on the phone as far as what I was going to get as far as the Halcyons go, because there's some slight variations to the way it looks. We'll show you what those variations are here in just a minute, but I want to see what else it is that's in here. So we get a couple of the new Crafted Core stickers. Got a nice little note here from Chandler thanking me for all of the work that I do for all of the Kyber crafters out there, getting their products out to you guys so you can see just what it is that they're making, and that way you guys can decide if it's something that you want to get or if you want to pass on it, and give you guys the ability to really get all the details, get a good look at them and see all the information so you can make the choice for yourself. But it looks like we got something else in here that's kind of wrapped up. So I'm not quite sure. It looks like that's everything that's in there. I'm not quite sure what this is. So let's carefully open it up with the razor knife. I don't want to mess up whatever might be wrapped up inside here. Really interested and curious as to what exactly this is. Well, he did a really good job of wrapping it up, that's for sure. So oh wow. Okay, I know what this is now. This is beautiful. This is the new Jurassic Kyber chase. Wow, the detail on this is amazing. Oh wow, and the Kyber inside. You know, we're gonna have to look at this under the Kyber cam here in just a minute. But before we get to that one, because I want to save that for a few minutes, because I was planning on doing the Jurassic Kyber that I've gotten with the Halcyons, but now I've got even more to be able to give to you guys and show you. So let me get these opened up as far as the Halcyons, get them ready on the Kyber cam, and we'll take a look at them in just a second. And these are the Halcyon Crystals. Now these kybers were made based off of the ship that you go on the Galactic Star Cruiser, which is the Halcyon. These feature the Chandrilla Cruise Line logo on them, but there's a slight variation to each crystal. Some of them, like the one over here on your left hand side on the screen, is more of just a whitish color. It's got a little bit of gray mixed in with it, but not a lot of it. Whereas the one on the right over here is more marble look. It's got even more of that marble look to it and coloration, with more gray mixed in with the white. I think that variation of the two of them really makes it look good. They stand out, makes each one of them different than the last one, which is just really, really good, you know, as far as the look and just the variety of this particular kyber. Now, I know this kyber is still available on the Crafted Cores shop, so we're going to take a look at it. I'll show you what we're looking at, or where you can get this from. So here's the Crafted Core store itself, and as you'll be able to see here, here's the Halcyon Kyber that they have. It's $35. We'll go ahead and open up the link on here so you can see and give you guys a good look at the image here that he has of that one. You can see here with this one, you got a little bit more gray on the bottom and towards the tip, with a lot more white in the middle. Same thing. Well, if it loads, there we go. Same thing there. This one here has a little bit more of the gray, so you can see how it kind of has more of a marble-ish look to it. And then of course he's got the picture that shows you how they work inside the kyber itself. These are $35 a piece. They are an open edition, so it's going to be one that he's going to continue to make, and it will be available until he decides to take it off the page. It does give you yellow on one end, white on the other end, with Maz Kanata and Ahsoka Tano on the other. So you do have that ability to get those voices and those colors from this particular kyber. So moving along from there, we'll go ahead and take a look at the Jurassic Kyber. Now this is one that came in a tin that he does the laser etching on. So I'm going to show you the tin. I'm going to show you the card that it came with, and we'll take a look at it on his store page as well. And here we are. Here is the Jurassic Kyber, made by Crafted Core. It comes with a nice looking tin. Does have the card. You can see here it's got it looks like a raptor on there. He's holding a kyber crystal on the front, and kind of got that red wrap around him, almost like he's, you know, a member of the Jedi Order or the Sith or something. And then you have the information on the back. I was lucky enough for him to send me one of his artist proofs, which, again, thank you very much, Chandler, for that. I do appreciate it. And this is number 1 of 10. So this is what the card itself looks like, and then you can see the story that's on the back of it, which is just awesome, you know, back lore of the kyber itself. Let's get the card out of the way, and let's take a look inside the tin. So when you open it up, you have this nice inside, and I'm going to kind of angle this so that we don't get washed out by the light reflecting off of it. But this is what you get inside this. Now this is limited edition. It's limited to 100 only, with the possibility of one of 5 chases that you will get. Now, unfortunately, it is currently sold out. So the only way you're going to be able to get one of these Jurassic Kybers is if you find somebody that may be getting out of collecting Kybers, or find one, luckily, possibly on, you know, one of the third-party sites. But this Kyber looks really, really detailed, and it looks really cool. I like the insert that goes inside that the Kyber sits in, with the Jurassic Kyber lettering at the top. But let's go ahead and take this thing out and get a better look at it. All right, so here it is up close, and I mean, just look at the detail on this. Yeah, I'm gonna push the Kyber cam a little closer so you can see a little bit more of the detail. But I mean, look at the detail. I mean, the teeth, the grooves in the skull, just, I mean, it's unbelievable how detailed and just, it's crazy how he's able to do that. But what's interesting about this one here is when you roll it over, and I'm going to try to do this. I know my fingers are getting all in the way and everything, but you get the eggshell look on the sides, and as you roll it over, the painting job that was done on these is just absolutely phenomenal. I don't know, it looks almost like skin tone or skin of like flesh, scaly and everything. It's crazy at how good this thing looks. I mean, just another top-notch job done by Chandler over there at Crafted Core. Just unbelievable. So from here, let's take a look. I want to show you on this page real quick the information so that at least you have that to see for this Kyber. And here it is. You got the Jurassic Kyber. Came $40, like I said. Unfortunately, it is currently sold out. But it's going to give you yellow and red with Temple Guard and Maul on there. Now, the story on here isn't listed. It says coming soon, but it is on the card. So on the card it says the Jurassic Kyber contained the fossilized remains of Engine's greatest experiment. Engine, I'm probably saying it wrong. Anyway, combining the dinosaur with an unknown energy force. Before the experiment could be completed, the island was destroyed and the fossils remaining were forgotten to time. Now though, the fossils light up red and yellow in lightsabers and contain the untamed power to maul or guard as you continue your journey with the Force. So that's the backstory on the Jurassic Kyber itself. You can see in the pictures here, you know, how it looks on. I mean, just unbelievable how good they look in the pictures. Now, one thing I will say that I do know on these is if you ordered it, you had the chance of getting one of like 3 different coloration designs. So some of them have more brown, some of them have more of a greenish blue to them. And the last one I don't remember exactly, but like I said, the painting on the back side of what looked like the skin or the shell that it was on, it's got a different coloration to the outside of it, and it's just a slight variation of how that looked. All right, so moving on, want to look at this chase. So let me get everything in position here, and we'll take a look at the chase under the Kyber cam in the case, and then we'll actually compare the regular limited edition to the chase. All right, so here we are with the chase itself. And man, I'll tell you, this box is unbelievable. It's very similar in design to the case that the Hologhost came in. However, I believe this particular case, unlike the Hologhost and the Savi's collection, this case is not made out of tin. I believe this may be 3D printed, possibly, as far as the design goes of the case. I'm not 100% sure, but based on looking at it, and I'm going to kind of roll it around here so you can see the sides of it, it definitely has that look like this is a 3D printed case, which was done very well. It does have a charging port here on the top, I can see, so that I can charge it, because from what we know in the pictures that we have seen of this, it does light up. So let's see what we got here. I want to open it up here, and I tell you, this turn wheel right here, the way he did this to reveal it, it's a very cool idea. To be able to do that, it's very innovative and unique. So we'll go ahead and turn this joker and get it opened, and there is the chase, glow in the dark chase. And I'm gonna kick the light off here on the camera, because I want to be able to turn my lights off. All right, so I got all my lights off. As you can see, you can't see me as well except for the light coming off of my screen, but I want to show you what it does. And this glows. It's hard to see on this camera, but we've got green at the top, we've got blue at the bottom, there's some white here on the side, so it's like it's got 3 different colors of LED inside this glowing. And I mean, it's really crazy at how this thing works. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the Kyber out of the case so we can get a look at it here. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe, and I'm gonna look at it, but I believe this is wirelessly activated. There's actual LEDs inside of it that activate the LEDs, that they're activated by the RFID, I believe, or just electronics that are inside the case itself when you turn it on, which is really, really cool. That, I mean, to have LEDs inside these that can light up, I mean, that's amazing. Let me grab my UV light, and we'll hit this thing with the UV light and see how it looks. All right, so we got the UV flashlight. Go ahead and blast this thing with some UV, and we'll see just how much it glows after we get the UV blasting in there. I know the box itself will make it glow as well, but I know this UV flashlight will definitely make it glow. And look at that, man. It soaks up the UV light. You can see the back side's not glowing that much, but the front side, it really, really glows well after you hit it with UV. And the longer I do it with the UV light, the more intense that light's gonna be. But I want to take a look here with the two of them side by side. Let me get the lights back on. Now I know it's going to be really, really difficult, but I wanted you to see the contrast and coloration here between the two of them. It's unbelievable at how good these two Kybers look with the coloration the way that they are. You know, with the glow in the dark, it makes it a lot harder to see it on camera as far as the details go. But I can tell you, looking at it, the details on the chase is just as much at high quality as the standard one glows itself as well. So, I mean, it's really unbelievable at how well these Kybers were done. So, just to show you here, I mean, the case itself is just awesome. And you know, when I've got the switch on, and you'll be able to see as I go and get it closer how the lights will kind of come on. Man, I wish I had my little tong things here. I could show you that much better, but I can show you here. I mean, I don't know if you'll be able to really see, but as I get the box close to it, the LEDs start to come on. I mean, it's crazy at how well that's done. And there are 3 LEDs inside. I'll take a picture of it so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about, and I'll put it up here on the screen, because I know my camera on my phone will pick it up a heck of a lot better. But I'll tell you, the coloration of that Kyber inside the case is just unbelievable. It's really cool how this thing works and how it operates. The nice thing is it does use a micro USB cable to power it, so you can charge it from a cable that you may use on your phone, or earbuds or something along those lines. So I know it's going to be one of those ones that it's going to be really hard to find one of these, being that there's only 5 of them out there. This one here, I believe, being an artist proof that he sent me to go along with the artist proof that I already have of the regular the regular limited edition. But I'll tell you what, again, Chandler has knocked it out of the park with the design. I will say I am happy at the fact that I did help with the design of this one here. Chandler did reach out to me. We talked about it multiple times. He showed me some of his concepts, some of the designs and everything. So I'm happy to know that I was contributing to the design of this Kyber. And for those of you that happen to have gotten one of these, I'm really hoping that you like the design, you like what he came up with, and just overall, just really enjoy what he made here. So if you do have one, drop me a comment down below. I'd love to be able to see who it is that all got one of these and what your thoughts on them are. I mean, it's a really cool design, really awesome. So with that being said, I want to say thank you to everybody that's joined me for this video. I do appreciate it. I know it's a little bit long compared to some of the other ones, but I'll tell you what, I really wanted to focus on this chase. It just looks unbelievable. But I do thank you for joining me. Don't forget, hit the like and subscribe button down here in the corner. It does help us at the channel here to be able to grow and get bigger, so we can provide more content to you guys. Tick the notification bell so that way you get notified when the videos go live. The socials are across the bottom for you. Take a look at those, and that's where you're going to get the most up-to-date information as to when videos are going to come out. Speaking of videos, if you want to see more from Crafted Core, check out this playlist right up here. It'll take you to more information and more videos of some of his other creations that he's made. Thanks for joining me. I do appreciate it. And as always, may the Force be with you.